How's it going, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. Happy Saturday, by the way. Hope you're all having a great weekend so far. I am. I'm relaxing, enjoying myself, and I figured, hey, let me make a Palantir video. Let's do an update on the charts, break down what I'm looking to do, as I am a long-term investor in this company. I did sell a decent amount at the end of last year. I took about 800% profit, on a good chunk of shares, but I'm still an investor, guys, so I want to break down what I'm looking to do, the charts, really dive into the charts here, and just go over the market, see where we're at heading into next week. So, guys, if you guys find value, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join my Patreon for my portfolio updates, my private Discord. You know where that is. That's down below, linked in the comments as well, or go to stassurfs.com/Patreon. And now, cheers. No coffee for this video, but we do have some water, guys. Got to stay hydrated. And now let's get into it. So you all know by now we had an amazing, beautiful green day on Friday. Phenomenal. We had the Russell up 3.6%. The Dow went up 2.5%. The NASDAQ Qs went up, 2.1%, and the S&P went up 1.9%. It was one of those days. Phenomenal day, right? And Palantir had, a 4.5%, slightly better than a 4.5% green day, closing at $135.90 per share. And you guys know the company reported earnings, good numbers, very good numbers. They beat EPS and revenue. They're growing 70% year over year. They're hitting records in a lot of their different, segments, right? Record growth, and the stock popped like we predicted at that time, but the market we're in is not holding the tech gains at all, right? So we saw the stock pop. We went up to about 167.8-ish, right? And now, obviously, we're down massively from that point. We hit 168, and now we're down to 135, and we hit 125 at the low here, right, a day or two ago. So we're down 24% from that initial spike after earnings. So very rough for Palantir. And again, this market we're in, we've seen it with Google. We've seen it with Amazon. These companies report strong numbers, and the stock just drops like a brick. Even if it pops initially on the earnings, the next day the market, it's not holding the gains. That's what happened with Palantir. We all know that. And at this point, it had a nice 4.5% green day, but we're still in a downtrend, guys. The reality is we're nowhere near breaking out on this thing or reversing. You know what I mean? Nowhere near it. You're seeing that on the 20-day chart. On the 30-minute chart, you're seeing it. We're under the 180 SMA. We're under the 180 SMA on the 1-hour chart as well. Every time frame, 4-hour time frame looks terrible. But with that being said, guys, if this overall market, big if, we saw the Qs rip, we saw the Russell rip, the VIX got squashed. If this continues into next week, Monday, Tuesday, Palantir's probably going to run back to 150. You could argue 145, 150. That's a critical spot. At this point, that's the window we're in. We have a big resistance coming up here at about 148, 150. That was support back in August, September, back in the middle end of November. So we're under that point. That needs to fill back up here. And I think it does if the overall market continues to see some juice here, which I think is possible, But if we get rejected here in the mid 130s, we could easily be going right back down to test that low at 125, which we hit a couple days ago. And if that breaks, look, the next main support is 117. That is the low on the 4-hour time frame. Guys, that's not pretty. If Palantir starts going under 125 again, it fills the gap down to 117. That is not ideal. I don't think necessarily that's going to happen, quite frankly. But if this market does get ugly, sure, it might. But at this point, I'm leaning more towards this continuing a little bit, up to 145, and then we'll see at that point what happens. That's the moment of truth. At that point, we could get rejected again, and this could be tumbling back down based on, how it's been acting over the last couple of months. So for me, guys, again, I am long Palantir. I have been now for 2 years, whatever it's been, and I locked in some gains on, at the end of last year, but I still hold shares. And at this point, for me to get really excited again about the chart for it, the reversal, it's got to break over 150. And at this point, it's just a clear-cut head and shoulders overall. You're noticing it. It's so obvious. And it's played out, by the way. The head and shoulders has pretty much played out. That's the positive sign. That's the plus sign here. How much more down could this go? I mean, look, the right shoulder already completed almost. I mean, again, it could go down to 117, but I'm leaning more towards a recovery here. And again, if the Qs see another green day Monday, stamp it. Palantir is going to 140, 145, most likely, in my opinion. Do your own research. In the short term, by the way. Long term, I think we're still good long term. Yeah, the valuation got a little frothy. I think a lot of people took profits at the end of last year. I don't think I was the only one there. And yeah, the valuation has come down a lot, but some would argue it's still high. And you can see on this 3-year chart, we are trading under the 50 moving average. We did break through that. I'm not loving that. And here on the max chart, yeah, I mean, we're well above the moving average. It's pretty crazy. So, yeah, I'd focus more on this time frame, see if we fill the gap to 146. And again, if we do, 148, that breaks. We could see some more upside. But for me, as a trade, guys, I don't know. Palantir is not looking too juicy right now. But as a long-term investment, yeah, it could be time to add, depending on who you're talking to. There's the Palantir, not cult. I don't want to call them the cult, but they're the diehard Palantir investors. I bet you they're buying now, right? I guarantee you they're buying now. But more traditional, I guess, growth, even value, forget about it. They're not buying Palantir at all. But even the more traditional growth investors, I don't know if they're touching it here yet. They might need it down to 120 or 110 to get in. But again, the Palantir cult, if you will, or the loyal following of the stock investors, the core investors, they're adding here, in my opinion. But for me, guys, look, my average is $20 a share. I'm just holding on, I'm just holding on. But if I wasn't in Palantir, if I was considering a position, it would be different. I might be like, oh, let me add a little here if I wasn't in it. But at this point, I'm in so many AI trades or investments, and trades for that matter. I don't need to add more Palantir. I'm already up hundreds of percent. I've already locked in a lot of gains. I'm just playing with more than house money at this point. I'm just letting it ride. And we'll see where it goes. So that's a quick rundown there. If you're freaking out about the red, I wouldn't. This is healthy. We had an insane 2025. I mean, come on, guys. The stock went up hundreds of percent. The head and shoulder here seems exhausted. That's a good sign. I just don't see how it goes much lower. I mean, yeah, like I said, it could go to 110, 15, maybe 120, but I think it'll chop around here a little bit. Then we'll start breaking out again, ultimately. That's what I think is going to happen. But when will that happen? I don't know, which is why, trading options on a side note is very risky, because you could think that Palantir is going to chop around and break out, but you don't know when it's going to happen or what time frame it's going to happen in. And that's where a lot of people get in trouble. They're like, oh, I'm going to buy call options for next week. Palantir is going to break out next week. You might be right on the direction, but you're not going to be right on the time a lot of the time, especially if you're doing a week out, on these options. So be careful. Be careful, guys, on a side note there. Excuse me. So, yeah. With that being said, I was going to talk about some more stocks, but we're already in here 9-10 minutes. No need to talk and yap more about other stocks. We'll do that tomorrow. So make sure to subscribe, guys. Hit the like button. Join the Patreon if you want to work more one-on-one. There's a private Discord. You get more access to me. And, of course, you get access to my portfolio. All my trades, all my investments, right? Everything I'm doing in real time, you get access, and I post 2 updates a week, a beginning of the week update, end of the week update, and we do a full screenshot of the portfolio, run through it, and again, you get all the trades, investments in real time. So if you're interested, link down below, also pinned in the comments, or go to stocksurfs.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your weekend.